Hi, it's Elizabeth, and I'm here to open my Valentine's Day gift with my husband. It finally came in. It was the pre-order of the Idiosyncra deck.
Idiosyncratic.
Yeah. I can't say the words. And then also, we had gotten the package that came with the Amethyst Oracle by TheCrackedAmethyst. So I'm like so super stoked. Now I had previously started opening it, but then Tarot Pros was like, you should record it. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So just the lovely tissue paper had been worked through, but that's it.
No.
And seeing as it was
a
a Valentine's Day gift, oh yeah, it's so cute. And these were hand wrapped.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could tell it's a hand wrapped. I mean, look at that sucker.
So, like, every package comes with this delightful thank you card. And signed, too. So, I'll have to put that somewhere. It'll be a fat bookmark, or I'm not sure.
Is it like a laminated thing, or
I can't decide. It feels like it's a sticker.
Uh-huh.
But it's not. So, I guess it's just like a postcard.
I would just rip it,
like
trying to take off the sticker that's not there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would just
be like, the way it feels like it's a sticker.
Yeah, it does feel like a sticker. And I would just be like, pick. Shh. That's probably not supposed to rip like that, but that's okay.
Well, good thing it's not yours.
This is true.
From you.
Yeah, indeed.
And Jessica.
Yes. We can't not.
And her hand wrapping slaves.
Yes. The Canadian hand wrapping slaves.
What? Whoever printed the deck does nice shrink wrap. I can't do it.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the Amethyst Oracle first, and then we'll separate it into 2 separate videos for people who aren't interested in both.
People who are tired of seeing us try to open that deck. Where's the knife?
Why? You usually have a knife just...
It's right here.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, you usually have a knife.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You're making me nervous.
Well, it's a dull knife. It makes me nervous. Okay, there you go. There you go. Go nuts, and I'll deal with the knife.
Okay.
Thank you. That is my Valentine's gift.
Yeah, that's your Valentine's gift.
Okay.
From me to you. In March. I'm a terrible wife. Oh. Okay, so I do like the tuck box. It's nice. This is the artwork. Okay. Oh, more shrink wrap.
But let's talk about the back of it.
The back of it is from what I've seen from pictures, is the same as this deck, but different colors.
Oh, okay.
So, like, when it was bundled, I was like, I have to have that. Because it's like, oh, they go together. And you know how much I love things that go together. Matching just is perfect for me. I adore the matchings. But it doesn't seem like there is a little booklet that comes with it. So I guess this is going to be completely intuitive. Unless she put keywords on the deck. Because I tried not to look at this deck at all. Other than a couple of pictures that just I happened to see. So. Looks like standard tarot deck size too. So.
Okay, we got some autumn. Oh, what's the little symbol up top?
I don't know. Probably the symbol for autumn. But here's chai, and that's a tea bag. Chaos is a little snowflake. Not sure about that one.
Well, no. That's the symbol of chaos itself.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Way to go, Trivial Pursuit guy.
I don't know if I'm showing it right. Little.
Go down a little. There
Little,
you go.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so...
There's cute little symbols at the top.
That sort of represents... Because I saw the air and I'm like,
I know
the
that
elemental
one.
symbol of air. I don't know what that symbol is.
I don't know.
And that looks like a giant tea bag for chai.
Well, yeah, chai is tea. So
Okay.
Collection.
I get it. Okay.
Confinement is a lock. Wait, what? Oh, there's a little octopus there.
Yeah. Well, that's better than my first thought. I thought it was Cthulhu that they were collecting. The old ones.
From what I saw on my computer, like for these pictures, these don't seem as saturated as the pictures I saw on my computer, but I really like that. Decks that are like hyper saturated, kind of. Oh, these are in alphabetical order. I was like, why is there air and then autumn? They're in alphabetical order.
That sort of makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's however the deck creator wants to put it, but it's an interesting thing to note that she chose alphabetical order, in my opinion. But
why is that interesting?
Because most people would do groupings. But it's just, to me, that says she's probably more organized, or she wishes she was. And I don't know her personally, but, like, I would say she thinks more logically, and that's why she put it in alphabetical order, as opposed to, let's group the like things together. Well, I guess we'll put it down here so people can see. So, creation. And I don't know that symbol either, because maybe you do, Mr. I Know Everything.
No, I do not know everything, and this is obviously one thing that I do not know.
So you're the one who went through the shop process and stuff, and I know she sent out an alert that it was shipped. So if you're thinking about buying a deck from her, she does let you know when she shipped it, and it got here within a week from
Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah, she said 5 to 8 business days via Canada parcel, but we do live close to a major city, so that may play into a portion of that, us getting it as
but I mean, she shipped it when she said she shipped it.
Yeah, exactly.
And she let you know when she shipped it, and
I could have paid extra for tracking, but I did not think that the tracking information was that important. I know you probably would have wanted that tracking.
Why?
It was $5 for tracking. I mean,
so. That's not her fault though. That's Canada.
Well, I know that.
Destruction. Ooh, that's a nice dirt forest, swampy.
Yeah.
Can you open the door? They're just gonna go crazy.
Okay. Those are the cats.
Yeah, those are the cats thumping the door. They are just very upset.
Yes.
That they got locked out for this.
They do not like to be.
And we're out of the sea, so there's no cat card. You gotta take a point off for that. Maybe there's a cat in one of these pictures.
I like how... I'm not sure how I feel about destruction being so monochromatic.
Why?
Because for me, the idea of destruction is everything sort of coming apart, and all of life is full of color, so you would get like this just giant jumble of color with destruction, I think.
But a lot of times people think of death when they think of destruction, and the swamp. Swamps aren't exactly colorful places, because that looks like a swamp to me. With the
what are you talking about? You got mandrake groves in the swamp.
And also, since the next card is Earth, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing here.
No, you're drunk. You're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I haven't had any of that wine. It would be kind of confusing if she didn't make it monochromatic, because Earth is very green.
Well, I'm not saying just.
Yeah. Well, here's another monochromatic card for you to not dig, and that's empty.
Well, empty makes sense. I'm sort of digging.
It's not really empty though, because those rocks are there, and that's something.
But you're also left with the idea of how much isn't being used. From a photographic point of view, this is terrible, isn't it?
I would put that on my desktop wallpaper. Happily.
There is a lot of empty space with this.
I mean, yeah, but
okay.
You're supposed to read these cards. So, well,
there goes that cardinal sin.
I touched them. Oh boy, that.
First rule of Record Club is you do not touch the tripod.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
but yes, it's a very empty scene.
Hopefully that.
As opposed to everything else that you're getting with all the other scenes. Even Air, where you would think that it could be very empty as well.
Okay.
You've still got a lot going on in it.
Yeah, okay, but still, like, reading that intuitively, I know I'm going to look at those rocks and be like, well, it's not completely empty. You're just overlooking a lot for, and pickings are slim. That's what I'm going to get from that card.
Well, and that may be also the other thing, is that even though everything seems empty, it's not completely empty.
How do you feel about that energy card?
I feel a lot of energy from it. I feel like I'm about to fight Ramu.
Really?
You
gonna name drop geek stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna name drop geek stuff.
Oh my god!
Because it is purple and lightning. Tell me two things: purple and lightning.
Ramu from Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, really, any Final Fantasy.
No, I don't think lightning was purple in every single one of them.
Well, not every single one of them.
But they do tend to give purple to lightning.
Yeah, because fire gets red.
Sometimes purple is for dark, though. Fear.
Well, that's very interesting, the way that fear and destruction also sort of play off one another. And also a little bit of earth. You get
Fear looks like a death card to me, though. And it's like, ooh, that's going to really... For me, that hits home. Oh my god, looking ahead at some of these, I'm like getting excited.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating. I'm cheating. Okay.
Fire. Oh, well, there's my color. I do kind of like the
mistletoe?
I wasn't going to say the mistletoe, the salamander. There. Maybe it's a newt.
How do you know if it's a newt or a salamander?
From a picture like this, you can't really tell.
No, but like, actually.
I don't know. That one I
You don't know that? Like, no. You know all the other weird, erroneous trivia questions.
Fine, I'll Google it.
Okay.
But, no, I don't know. Though, in all honesty, this for me, plays a bit too much on the destructive nature of fire. And I think...
But it's just fire, though. It's just supposed to be an image of fire. And the element of fire coming up. And that suits its purpose.
But you can also have the very, constructive nature of fire. I mean, because without fire, humanity doesn't
maybe that's what the mistletoe is for.
I guess.
To symbolize. I'd have to look into that, though, because I'm a little, out of all that's going on, I'm like, why is there mistletoe? Mm-hmm. I need to know more about that. There's a story there, and I want to know it. Innocence.
Oh, God, I love bubbles. I was taking stuff to the trash the other day, a little kid playing with bubbles, and I was like, God, I miss those days. That is innocence in and of itself.
You're an adult. You can just buy bubbles.
Well, I'm not innocent, though.
We could play pretend. Here's your favorite movie, Labyrinth.
Oh, God. No. Nope.
You're going to say angry words? Should we just move on to Lava Lamp? I'm not sure why it's here, but I love it.
Lava Lamp?
And I wish... that card right there makes me really wish she had included a booklet. And I'm going to have to go and look on her blog and see if maybe she has a digital, maybe a little bit of blurb about the cards, because... the others, but Lava Lamp.
Yeah, Lava Lamp's a confusing one. I will say with Labyrinth, looking at it, it is a little bit of a disappointment the way that it's done here.
What?
In the sense that this is done in the maze type labyrinth rather than outside of the mysticism notion, the mysticism tradition, in which labyrinths were simply used as methods of meditation and self-discovery. So it was.
But how do you just picture that?
Well, it's fairly simple. It's just one sort of continuous line that sort of wraps in and around itself, and then you get to the center, and then you go back out.
Okay, but I'll give you that, okay? Mm-hmm. But how would that match the rest of the deck? I think that card looks perfect.
It is a very nice looking card.
I get a lot of good feelings from that, and as much as I feel like you don't want to see that card come up in a reading, I think I'm going to enjoy seeing that card come up. So, but Lava Lamp. What's the little symbol? It's just like little lava bubbles.
Yeah, little bubbles or something.
I mean, I love lava lamps.
I mean, maybe it's about being a stoner.
Mesmerized?
You know, that
just,
sort of...
It's like fish tank watching. You just
kind of just like...
lose yourself there.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to see if she's got something about that, because I just,
I feel like I need to take a toke.
Lies.
The many faces. It is interesting that the most colorful, right there, the one with the flowers, it's not quite a smile. It's almost, like the eyes are giving away its true intention.
I think it's just supposed to be masks, baby.
Well, I understand, but you gotta read. I'm reading into the masks.
Yeah, I think it's just a lie. They're hiding the true nature of things, and the more ornate it is, probably the worse the lie. I mean, who knows? We really don't. I think it's just supposed to be symbolic.
Well, absolutely. Like, everything's a symbol.
Oh, before we move on to the magic here.
I'll cover it.
That symbol is an X. And immediately, unfortunately, my head went to the Roman numeral 10. And I know that's not right. And that's going to be something I have to fight with myself with this deck. Okay, so look, we're on magic. Let's do magic. Crystals.
Little fairy wand.
That's not a wand. That's a crystal.
Right there. The symbol.
Oh. So for everybody else who can see it. It's a little fairy wand. Okay. Well, maybe it's not a fairy wand. Maybe it's just a witch's wand. Why's it gotta be a fairy?
Because it's got a star. That's clearly a fairy wand. It's got a star.
I think you're typecasting fairies.
Maybe, or good witches of the north. I'm not the one who perpetuates the stereotypes. I would look at Dorothy and Glinda.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank L. Baum. L. Frank Baum? Something like that. Baum.
Knight.
Pretty basic knight. I do sort of like its contrast. The way that, you do get sort of the clouds in a very similar pattern. But with night, you do get the clouds covering up the moon, whereas with day, nothing can really cover it up. So I think that helps perpetuate the secret nature of the darkness and the night.
Well, you're pulling into the tarot, meaning.
Well, not just tarot. Maybe.
Well, because the moon card is like obscured nature sometimes and stuff.
Well, I mean, tell me what else you're gonna get with night.
I don't know.
And
Serenity.
Well, that's possible.
Maybe.
Take my love, take my land.
Oh no! Not Firefly.
You said Serenity.
Yeah, but no. Nostalgia. Say hello to the 90s.
Oh yeah. Best bitches.
It says best friends.
Yes, but we also watch The Magicians, and we're best bitches.
You my best bitch. Omen. That's just a fun card, though.
That is a really fun card.
I would never have thought it. For someone our age, that's a really great card for nostalgia, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think,
it might not be so great for somebody who's a younger reader.
Or a much older reader as well. They might not necessarily...
where there was no fad for the best friend bracelets or necklaces.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have a best friend necklace?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't do the best friend rings?
Did you?
I did.
Oh. Was it with your sister?
No. It was with my best friend. I got it as a Christmas gift, and I wore it for like 2 weeks straight. And I never got to wear it again because I hit a huge rash around my neck.
Oh. From the metal allergy?
Yeah, that was when we were first really discovering my metal allergy.
Discovering all the things that Elizabeth is allergic to.
Yeah. That's what the journey inside the plastic bubble has started. So Omen,
I mean, definitely
solar eclipse.
Yeah, definitely speaks to the way that solar eclipses have been spoken in the past.
Historically, it's always a big omen. You want to give us a history lesson right now, or
no,
are we just gonna move on?
Let's move on to the next card. Order. Ooh. Let's see, because we.
Oh, do you think those shelves go together?
Well, I mean,
in somebody's like house.
That is the exact same skull, I think. I mean, look at the way the eyes, the nose. I think
she's savvy. She reused the art, but that's not wrong. It's not wrong.
A little resized, but not seeing any of the candles or anything. But you definitely get. I mean, also take a look at the.
Was there another card that had a skull? There it is.
Same skull, yeah. Oh.
I really don't mind when artists do that because there's a lot that go into this, and like it's. As long as it's not huge and, like, repurposed. Like, if it's just a little feature, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's almost a little treat to find it everywhere.
But I also really like the way that it's sort of interesting that she puts together the order based off of color rather than based off of, like, size. Or I know
this goes back to where she put the deck in alphabetical order, but the books on the shelves here are in color.
Yeah, are ordered by color, not by size, or presumably by the alphabet.
The artistic choice. I want to delve deep into her psyche. Honestly,
well, that's a much longer video.
I know, and we'd have to actually talk to her or delve deep into her blog. I mean, I follow her and read her stuff, but, you know, I try not to get, like, creepy stalkery with people who make beautiful decks. I'm excited to have this deck. These are the first 2 decks I've owned by her, so, but she does, I love looking at the pictures of the decks she does. I'm like, I get so excited, but you can't buy all the indie decks, because unfortunately they're a little more expensive, and...
Yeah.
Money is always the problem. But anyways.
Speaking of overwhelm, you know, definitely love that feeling of the tidal wave.
I like that.
Just sort of.
Is that the less than?
Greater than.
Greater than. I always get confused about which is which. But I knew it was like one side is more than the other, and it's... That's cute. I like that. For me, that's... okay. My nose is like itching, and so here we go. Passivity, with the jellyfish.
With the jellyfish, interesting.
But it makes sense because of the way they hunt. They just kind of float there and wait for something to get in its way.
Just sort of pass right on through.
But the symbol, though, is there symbols for animals?
I mean,
or
there would be, but I don't know what that symbol is.
Yeah, I don't. It might not be anything.
It might not be anything.
Some of these are just...
Or it might be something important. Like a tea bag.
Perspective.
Ooh, interesting. I definitely like... This so far, I think, is probably my favorite card.
That's your favorite card?
Yeah. I mean, just because of how often we get too caught up in our perspective or not taking into consideration a completely different perspective. And, you know, a lot of just all of these cards are sort of just...
Do you even know what those are?
Those are mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not trying to call you into it, but you're like, oh, you want to talk about the meaning of it, like, behind passivity, but it's like, I was like, let's just analyze the artwork. Let's not go deep.
Okay.
No, we can't go deep. I don't.
Okay, fine. I will go deep. But no, I just love how this flips the perspective completely based off of everything else that takes a more landscape point of view, a cut down the side, where this flips it to, flips it 90 degrees.
Put those two, if you get those two cards together, maybe you're feeling a little small. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, very good. Very well.
Okay, so poison.
The mushrooms are back.
Yeah,
you got to change your perspective because from down here, those look like cover. Those look pretty good. It's a little shelter there.
Well, I mean, if you're not looking at them right, you might not know they're poisonous, too.
Exactly.
You know what? the Animorphs book, and the one girl was supposed to be lost in the woods for a week, but she really was saving the world kind of stuff. And, like, they were like, how did you survive? And she's like, oh, well, I ate mushrooms and stuff like that. And it got me thinking, I'm like, I would never be able to survive in the woods because I would never know what is edible and what is not. Aside from maybe grass, but knowing my luck, I'd hit that one patch of poisonous grass.
This grass is pretty good. Amy, that's poison ivy. No shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I would die from that, but who would want to die?
Yeah.
That's going to be a miserable trip.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Precarious. With a caution sign up top.
Indeed. I like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I
like that there's no, like, people in the deck except for the human skull. Mm-hmm. Now that we're really talking about what's here and what's not. I really enjoy that this is a no people deck.
So far.
Yeah.
Though human activity is definitely there. I mean, because a lot of this just wouldn't be there.
I'm sorry, I'm cheating.
But I do like the, even though it may not, it is a sort of precarious situation that this is, it definitely calls to mind.
Who's precarious situation? Are you imagining a guy at the bottom there?
I'm imagining Wile E. Coyote right there.
And it's just going to fall back onto him?
Well, of course it is.
It always does.
It's Wile E. Coyote.
Okay.
But in this, it's like, it is a precarious situation that this could easily fall, but it also calls to mind the standing stones like that you see oftentimes in the desert, and they just stand there for years and years and years.
Do they fall down, though?
Eventually, yeah.
Do they?
From erosion or something? Yeah, they would fall eventually.
Okay. I don't know. You're the one who fills your head with like all the information that no one ever needs. All the information
no one ever needs.
This is why you always win at Trivial Pursuit. No. Anyways, protection. All I see when I see... Unfortunately, I'm going to have a hard time with that card just because when I see this card, all I think of is that Skip. It's like, you look like the world's biggest Blade fan.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Training with your staff under a waterfall.
Who was that?
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes.
The X-Men. EX.
Yeah.
M-E-N. I should put a link to it. In the video. Put a link. I don't know.
He doesn't need any more links to that.
Come on, that was hilarious.
It was.
Go fingerless or go fingered.
That was for Gambit, yeah.
Go fingerless.
With the cards!
With the cards?
With the cards. He throws the cards.
You could throw tarot cards?
Refresh.
You got a little cup there. Put a little chai.
But is that a beach? A sea? Or is it just... I feel in a gray sky, it could be just like sound waves to me. If you like unfocus your eyes a little. Oh God, you're being weird. Moving on. We're running out of space here.
Okay.
No, I mean, no, we can do this line and then we're in trouble.
We'll just push it up, no worries.
Resistance. It's a wall with ivy. Maybe it's poison ivy, so you want to stay back.
It's interesting. She uses the symbol for omega there.
Why?
Well, omega is the last. So, I mean, it's usually a symbol of the end.
Maybe a dead end?
Potentially.
Okay. Is there anything else to add to that? little lesson there. I mean,
not that I know.
If we could make it just a little educational, I would love that.
Not off the top of my head, no, unfortunately.
Here's another Greek symbol for you, though.
That is the symbol for sigma.
Yeah. Ritual.
She flipped the skull. She did the reflection of it.
Yeah, she flipped it.
Well, what kind of ritual is this? Obviously, you've got some magic going on with the crystal, and that pulls forth that notion. What? Oh, maybe these are the elements.
It's the 5 points. If you look, it's.
But we're also just like, okay, we got air. Does she have? Okay, she's got a leaf or a feather.
She's got a shell for sea and.
We haven't gotten to the ocean or water yet.
Oh my god.
But earth, she has the skull. What's she got for?
Just fire.
Fire is the mistletoe. Pops up on the fire card. Oh my god, cat stampede.
We're getting run over.
Okay. Yeah, I assume the seashell, but I don't see a crystal on the earth card, so that's interesting.
Well, one would be spirit because it's the 5. There's 5 elements there because there's the key too, and then.
Well, I guess. I mean, you get the crystal with magic,
yeah.
But it's almost like earth gets left out then. And I thought it would be invoking the 4. I don't know too much.
Well, yeah, we're
speculating.
both like Wicca dropouts, because we went through that cool phase where everybody was Wiccan when we were in teenagers. But you were Wiccan for a girlfriend.
Well, this is true. It's very true. I watched The Craft.
Isn't that how we all ended up there? We watched The Craft. We all thought we were badasses. Science. No,
Science.
I appreciate that card a lot. I'm trying to think of like when I get that in a reading, what I would interpret that to mean. It's like maybe methods and.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, that would be my notion. Not
some
just that,
things aren't always solved through meditation and asking through prayer and divine purpose. Some things are just, you're going to have to go through the motions and do what you got to do.
Yeah, work on it, figure out the method. And some of it is also factual, that you've got to be based in your logic. You can't be based in alternative facts.
Oh, no. Why did you have to bring that into this?
No, you have to be based in... This was
supposed to be fun and relaxing. And
you
are ruining this.
That's hilarious, I think.
Ugh, alternative facts. Ugh. Secret.
It's a hobbit.
That's not a hobbit hole.
That reminds me of a hobbit house. I know it's not round enough for it to be a hobbit house.
Well, the lights are on, so somebody's in there.
And you got a garden. Hobbits love to garden.
It's a secret garden, not the hobbit. And hobbits like to farm. They don't like to garden.
Really? Tell that to Samwise Gamgee, or his old gaffer. Bam.
Fine. Whatever. I'm not going to fucking out Lord of the Rings nerd you. I know that.
Are these tulips?
Yeah, they look like tulips to me.
I wonder if tulips are some,
Roses are a symbol of secrecy, so I'd have to look up the language of flowers for tulips.
Then you also get the ivy sort of covering everything. It almost reminds me of the ivory tower that a lot of arcane knowledge is hidden behind. You get those ivory walls of learning that knowledge is hidden behind, which is the light. It goes to almost sort of that Gnostic tradition that you have to be accepted.
Come on now. It was just passive aggressive. It's okay. I like how it's the Aurora Borealis.
Aurora.
Blah. I can say these words if I want to.
That's interesting though, because there is usually a sound associated with the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, because it's nighttime. Everything went to bed.
No. Like there's a sound.
Is it supposed to be a bed up there?
No.
I don't. What?
No, that's the. I would assume that's the symbol for.
You know what it reminds me of is when you're sound editing and like it's the dead. You know.
Yeah,
it's blocked off and that's no sound.
Yeah, that.
There is no wave.
Which would be.
Silence.
Silence.
Solitude. More desert. I love it.
Just chilling out with the cactus.
Cactuses. The cactus emotes on Facebook Messenger are like one of my favorites. They're just so cute. Here's the other season. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to push some cards now. Unfortunately.
Spring.
And summer.
Spring and summer.
Spring is very wintry. But
well, it's life coming up out of the winter. Whereas life is in full bloom and going strong. It's the little, I don't know, little crook in the summer symbol. Right at the edge.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a symbol actually for summer. Because a lot of the seasons and stuff like that do actually have symbols that are well known. I don't know them, but I know they exist. Time. And not the herb.
Oh, you definitely get the two aspects of time having passed.
Oof, time is finite.
Reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. We
You're
gotta
gonna
go
love
see.
one of his cards coming up.
Oh,
Whoosh!
shit.
Oh, I'm scared. This cat's crazy. She's gonna take out our lighting light.
She's gonna take out everything.
Isis, I love how you're just so chill. Just laying there, just watching us.
No-nos. Is this your card?
Yeah, that is her card. She just loves to just throw things.
Ooh.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
I still really like it. It reminds me of Monet's.
Monet paintings?
Yeah, the water lilies.
Oh.
But then this right here, like the tree, it's almost like a snake.
It's a weeping willow.
It still reminds me very similar, like the way it twists. Like a snake.
What would that have to do with tranquility? Yeah, you got nothing. Here we go. On to truth.
Okay. Truth. See, this is me and what was that? That Newtonian deck.
Newtonian?
Yeah, the deck that had Newton all up in it.
Oh, the English Magic Tarot.
Yes, the English Magic Tarot. That was me and English Magic Tarot. By God, I was figuring
I figured you would have liked it for the X-Files, but...
The X-Files?
Yeah, the little UFO there.
Oh, I thought that was a hat.
Why would a hat just be floating?
Like a detective hat.
No, it's a UFO, okay? I'm saying it's a UFO because that makes more sense.
Well, upside down, it looks kind of like a hat.
It's a UFO.
Okay, fine.
Water.
Oh, there we go. Okay, symbol for water. We do get some seashells here, so going back to that ritual card. It's not the exact same.
Yeah, but it's nice that she nods to the rest of the deck.
She incorporates it in there.
Yeah.
She gets a little sand dollar, too. And you know I love the sand dollars.
I know, those are your favorite, the sand dollars.
They're not the favorite, but...
Wait, well then what's your favorite at the beach to collect?
I don't know.
If it's not the sand dollars, because you always seem to get really excited about sand dollars.
Well, yeah, because everybody takes all the good sand dollars and, you know, you wind up with no sand dollars or just sand dollar pieces.
Okay, but what's your favorite?
I don't know, maybe the big conch shells.
I think you're just brown nosing because you know that's my favorite.
I'm not brown nosing.
Uh-huh. Okay. But winter.
Definitely you still see human interaction with winter. I mean, unless that's Unless that's
That's
frosty.
the only, like, element of, like, you get... Well, I mean... Yeah, but... Where it looks like humans really... Okay, I'm wrong.
I mean, a lot of these, except for the nature ones, do have the various human sort of interaction with them. That the evidence of
human life.
Human
All right,
life is
fine.
there. Okay.
I was wrong, but
no, you're not wrong.
There's something about it. It's like where like the ritual card is more a magical spiritual side, where this is just like normal human activity.
Well, it is the one of the season cards where you definitely get that human.
And then the last, like, actual card is Wish. And then, like, the, I guess, flavor, like, artist card, which is weirdly at the end instead of the beginning of the deck. Unless you went in reverse and just flipped them.
Well, you definitely get a couple of symbols of wishing here. You get.
I love dandelions. Well, because you're supposed to make a wish before you blow a dandelion.
Well, yeah, you get the dandelions, but then you also have the star.
But it's supposed to be a shooting star, and I don't see a shooting star.
No. Just the first star.
What?
What is the old nursery rhyme?
Make a wish upon a shooting star?
No. Star of wonder, star bright. I wish upon the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. That my wish comes true tonight. Something like that. I can't remember it exactly, but there's a nursery rhyme about wishing upon the first star you see. So it's about like that first...
Was that the first star you saw on the card?
Well, on this card, yes. It is hard to...
You didn't see those two other little dots?
Well, there are a bunch of other little dots, but no, that is... Your eye is definitely drawn there.
Is it?
Yes. Yes!
I'm just harassing
I know you are. I know you're harassing me, and that's why I'm sticking to my guns and saying yes.
Okay, so overall, I like the deck. I think it flows really well with each other. There is a couple of cards that I'm going to have to think about. That lava lamp card.
That lava lamp card.
I don't know. I don't want to take it out. It feels right, but I'm not sure what to read with that.
You know, one of the nice things I do like about this deck, and we are getting it all out of order right now.
Well, I'm okay with that. You're going to have to shuffle it at one point. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like this is the perfect way to mix it all up.
Like, but one of the really nice things is that you definitely have various ways to read this. It's not just a affirmation deck. And it's not sort of a deck to sort of break people down with either.
Well, you know, I hate affirmation decks, so I wouldn't have asked for this if I thought it was going to be just straight affirmations.
Right. Well, it's very true.
I mean, you need affirmation sometimes, but I just...
And you get a lot of incredibly positive cards in it. I mean, you know, with water.
I mean, destruction isn't necessarily always negative.
No, it's not. But you definitely get...
Lies might be hard if you're needing affirmation, though, and...
Lies, definitely.
Secrets,
Chai tea is another negative card.
What?
I can't... No.
What?
It's not my jam.
You don't like chai tea?
Not really, no.
Is it the cinnamon?
You know it is. You know it is.
You are a hater of delicious cinnamon.
You know I don't hate it because it is in my favorite. It's in the chicken tikka masala. Oh my god, I'd drink that instead of a chai tea.
Yeah, but you can't just taste cinnamon in that.
No, you can't. There's a good thing. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
What?
That is a little... That's not her fault. That's the publisher's fault, though. Some of these edges look a little... And it doesn't look like the box was
But no, I mean...
No. So, yeah, that's a little, it came a little.
Oh yeah, it looked like one card in there.
Yeah, it's several cards got a little battered and bruised. I'm okay with that though. It just adds personality. Those cards just, they've seen some stuff and some things. They're tough.
And they're gonna show you some stuff and some things. I don't know which card that is.
Okay, so...
I don't do the reading, so I can find out. Okay, so you look away.
What? I'm gonna figure it out eventually. Give me that. Did I fling a card, or was that just well timed?
That was well timed.
Oh, okay. Those cats are messing with stuff. What is she getting at back there? Is she messing?
Probably another deck.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so it looks like the first couple of cards in the deck with air and then all.
Oh, that's okay. Well, that was the publisher's fault and not hers.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's such a little more. I wouldn't even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. But it is something to note.
Mm-hmm.
Because. Anyways.
Yep.
So we will stop the video and come right back if you're interested in seeing the idiosyncratic. Idiosyncratic.
One day.
One day I'll say it right. The crystal deck.
And the day you say it right, you get a new deck.
Oh my gosh, this cat.
Thank goodness you didn't hear that.
Anyways, so if you want to see that deck, this was the Amethyst Oracle if you're looking for that. And you want to check out TheCrackedAmethyst.com if you're interested in this deck.
You better hurry.
You better hurry. Decks with her are pretty much, except for the idiosyncratic deck, they are a one-run thing. Once she sells out, she is done. She's moving. But she does keep making decks, so, if you miss one deck, she's going to make something else. And it's all really done kind of in a similar art style. So, maybe the next one she does will hit you better, too.
But even with the idiosyncratic deck, it was a hard thing to get her to do it again.
Yeah, I know. People just kept begging, and I am so shocked she gave in.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's for the next video.
That's for the next video.